Hey guys, so I got a ultrasonic bath to try out, which I use ultrasonic baths all the time. But VEVOR wanted to send me one, so they sent me one. So this is a 10-liter unit. You can buy them in all different sizes. I'll put links in the description for all the different sizes if you're interested in looking at the specs and all that stuff. This is a 10-liter one. And these things are super, super handy, especially for you guys that are do-it-yourself guys, for cleaning parts, cleaning bolts, cleaning injector parts. You can use it for all kinds of stuff, cleaning jewelry, cleaning silverware. You can use them for all kinds of stuff, but super handy for cleaning bolts. If you guys want to clean, if you have, you're tearing your covens apart and you got all kinds of greasy bolts and stuff and you don't want to spend the time to screw around and clean everything, one of these things, worth its weight in gold. These things are not super expensive. This one's a little bit more expensive because it's a bigger one, but the small ones are super cheap. But I like the bigger one, and I actually think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to buy one of the bigger ones of these because I would like a 30-liter one, which obviously is triple the size, to put more stuff in. Because what I'd like to be able to do is put cylinder heads, small cylinder heads in it to clean them. So what I'm going to do is do a couple demos of this unit, try it out. It's basically the same as all the other ones that I've had. I've actually had a couple of the VEVOR ones before, the small guys. Now I do use them pretty heavily, so they last about a year, maybe 2 years, but please do take in consideration when I say that, is that I will run that thing sometimes 4 or 5 hours a day. So for the average guy, you're talking years and years and years of use before you would ever have a problem. But I use it like a lot, constantly using it for cleaning bolts, constantly using it for cleaning injectors, like constantly. So I just thought I'd put that out there. I've never had a problem. One thing that most of them, all the ones that I've ever had, usually the first thing that dies is the heat. But on this one, obviously I don't know. But like I said, that's one of those, I use it a lot. So, if it's something that you're going to be using a lot, and you want a really high quality one, you're spending at least a couple $1,000s. These are more like a couple $100. So take that into consideration. But for anybody that's doing this stuff at home, one of these things is well worth the money. So let's just do a quick little run over on what we got here. So it is all made out of stainless. They still have the stainless, like the cover or the stainless wrap on it or whatever. Comes with some destructions, which we don't need those. Hose, and the hose is actually so you could empty it. I've actually never put the hose on myself, but I guess maybe, if you want to empty it out so you don't have to move it, that'd be kind of handy. Usually I just grab it and flip it up, or like grab it and I'll put it in the sink and wash it out. It also comes, this one comes with a little, I think these are actually made for making tea, but you can put, like I would probably on something like this, maybe put valve retainers in it, or if you had little injector parts, you could buy a bunch of these and then just throw them in there. But they're super handy. I have a couple, there's ones that I use are a little bit different, but they're just cheap things that I get at the dollar store. Power cord. And this just plugs into regular 110 for us guys in North America. So you have a stainless steel cage. I do recommend to always use the stainless steel cage. And also another thing too is never run, I learned this the hard way, never run your bath without water in it. You want to have at least 3 or 4 inches of water in it at minimum. I don't know if this one has, no, this one doesn't actually have a little line in it. I know some of them actually have a little line in them. But make sure you have at least 3 or 4 inches of water in it at minimum. Usually I run it, probably up here 90% of the time, depending on what I'm cleaning. But make sure you keep water in it. Well, water and cleaner. Depending on what you're using for cleaner, I have used a fleet of different things. If you're using something that's combustible, I wouldn't use the heat. They tell you not to do that, not to use something that's combustible, but do as you may. I have used diesel fuel lots of times. I've used Varsol, and it works fantastic. Just make sure you don't have the heat on. I wouldn't use gasoline because it'll evaporate, because this inherently will get hot even if the heat works or not. So just take that into consideration. Usually what I use is some sort of a degreaser. Doesn't matter the degreaser, you can use whatever you want. I've used all kinds of different stuff. I'm going through some stuff right now. I bought a pail of it, and I'm just, till I go through the pail, and then I'll probably try something different. The pail was on sale, so that's what I use. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch out my other one for this one, and we are going to set it up, and I'm going to clean some bolts, and I'm going to clean some injectors. So I'm going to go search for that stuff. I'm going to go set this up, and then we'll be back. All right, guys, so I got it all set up and some bolts to clean. They're not super greasy bolts. No, like, they're not super crazy greasy bolts, but ones that we have for an engine that we would normally put into the ultrasonic bath. That's what we're putting into it. Like I said, I have the cleaner. I put about 2 cups of the cleaner into the water. You can see the water there now. And I put hot water, and I always put hot water in them. I don't even usually turn the heat on anymore for the most part. Sometimes I'll turn it on. Usually I'll turn it on like if I have to get something warmed up quick or I have to clean something quick. Usually I'll turn it on for like 10 minutes or so, and then I just turn it off because like I said, inherently, these things build heat anyway. So even if the heat quits or you don't have a heated one, you put a little bit of hot water in it. I don't know. It doesn't seem to really make that much difference to me. But we have a couple 6-7 Power Stroke injectors to clean. And they're not like crazy dirty if I can get it to focus. Doesn't want to focus. Focus. There we go. They're not like crazy dirty. They're not like crazy dirty or anything, but they got some dirt on them. We'll throw those in there. And then these are the bolts that I have. And like I said, they're not like crazy scuzzy, but they're scuzzy enough. So we'll throw them in there too. Get them all in there. And then I have it set for 30 minutes. I think it automatically sets for 15, but if you set it to 30 a couple times, it'll automatically go to 30. We'll hit her for 30 minutes and we'll just see what it looks like. One thing with these things, with ultrasonic baths in general, is they are noisy. So you don't really want to have it somewhere that you're going to be sitting. So usually we usually have it over by the sink area, and it is noisy. So I'll turn it on for you. Actually, this one's not as noisy. Well, turn the ultrasonic bath on, and the microphone did not like that. Actually, it's not too noisy, but what I just wanted to show in here is you can actually see where the ultrasonic is actually working to clean the bolts. And it starts pretty quick. So I thought that was kind of neat. So just to show you guys, you know, like this does work. It's not just a gimmick. Just have to make sure you put some sort of a decent cleaner in there. And yeah, you can watch it literally start to clean the bolts. And it does start working that fast. She is done. So this is the 30 minutes on it. Let's look at the injectors. They are definitely way cleaner than they were. There's some staining on there. There's some staining on it, but the deposits that were on them is gone. Looks pretty good. All right, guys, got those things out of the ultrasonic bath. I'm just going to give them a rinse off here with some warm water. There you are. They're all cleaned up now. Good to go. So hopefully that helps you out. There's a link in the description for those things. I'll probably do a bunch more videos using them for all the different things that I use them for. But if it's something that if you guys are doing automotive stuff all the time, something that I recommend to have, even if it's a little one, like I said, I'll put a bunch of links in the description. You can check them out. Whether you buy them from them, you buy them from wherever, just so you guys know, super nice to use. Save you a lot of time, a lot of money, in my opinion. You know, it's one of those things. Lots of time is valuable these days, for me anyway. So, catch you on the next one. And remember, it's not rocket science.